Again, sorry, but back to what I was saying. So I was 22, 20. Yeah, I think I was 21-ish, 22-ish after I discovered that my brother was out here playing games, basically out there with my ex, messing around, and with whoever he's messing around with, but he didn't tell me. And I felt like that's the ultimate betrayal. So I pretty much cut him out of my life. I only speak to him periodically, but he's a half brother, so that's my brother that my dad has with another woman. Um, I just cut him out. I speak to him. I can count how many times I talked to him in a year, which probably maybe like last year. I don't think I've talked to him at all. The year before that. So I don't really talk to him because he that was dirty. But my stepmom saying, "Oh, I think she told him, oh well, stay out of whatever's going on, stay out of it." No, if you know that your brother or sister could be prone to a disease, and somebody giving them something, yeah, you need to speak up and say, "Hey, this is what's going on. You need to check that or whatever else." So I don't know and some people are easily swayed, but anyway, um, I can tell you, as I mentioned, the Jezebel is the spiritual term. Narcissist is a psychological term that is used. So both of them are the same thing. They're conjoined together. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic kind of person, because I'm in this group, and I'm only in this group to like encourage others, but some people say, "Oh, why doesn't the narcissist not love me the way that they should?" Well, they put on a facade. They put on that facade for you to fall for them, and when they get you, they keep that facade a little bit, and then once they get you and they know they got you in the clinches, then that's when they start peeling off that mask to show you their true form of who they really are. Narcissists are cold, evil, and sadistic people. Anything that you love, they would want to take it away. And if you got a smile on your face, they're going to try their best and hardest to wipe that smile off your face. If you have a passion or a love for something, they will try their best to deter you from who you are in God, your calling, your purpose, your dreams, your goals, all of that. I remember at one time I wanted to start I think I wanted to do like an LLC, and person there was one that was against it. They're like, "Oh, what do you need an LLC for?" And da 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 and all that kind of stuff. With that LLC at that time that I wanted it, that could have opened the door for me to buy a home via business credit or any other avenues that I wanted to use. But I had someone who actually talked me out of it. So if you find yourself if you find that you're with a narcissistic individual, leave, don't stay, nothing's going to change. Unless the power of the Holy Spirit, the power of God hits the person, nothing's going to happen. There's no change in them. You can't change nobody unless they want to change. Not only that, better yet, no one changes unless they have a problem. And they're going to have to want to change. Some people are comfortable with how they are. Some people are comfortable with how they are, how they live in, how they do people and treat people. And you just have to accept that and move on. But I can tell you, me dealing with narcissistic people, I know I was with him and I was at a good weight. I was like 155, gained weight in pregnancy, dropped the weight off, all pregnancies. And I got skinny. I got down to 127 pounds. I was like stressed out mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, everything. And once I got away from him and we split up, I gained all my weight back. They're energy suckers. Narcissists are energy suckers. They either going to have it where you gain a lot of weight and you wonder why you can't get it off, or you will get skinny and you wonder how you got this skinny and you not even dieting. You're eating regularly and you skinny as all get out. I was 127. After I left him, I gained back my regular pre-pregnancy weight of 155. So the only time I gain weight is whether I'm under stress or my eating has gotten too much. But most of the time it's stress. So I just encourage you all, if you've been with a narcissist, if you're married to a narcissist, I don't care what nobody says. You're not obligated to be unhappy. Because people say, oh, well, God just hates divorce. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't like divorce, that's for sure. But if somebody is abusing you, I don't care if it's emotional abuse, get out. Mental abuse, get out. Physical abuse, very much so, get out. Spiritually abused, they trying to block your purpose, which in your purpose there are some blessings caught up and integrated into that purpose. Get out. If they're not willing to change, go to marriage counseling. And now they acknowledge that they have a problem, and even if they even have a tinge of narcissism in them, get out. You are not obligated to stay with nobody who cheats on you, beats on you, lies to you, and everything else. I got different ladies groups where it is this man talking about, this man was on dating websites, and he was told his wife that it was his brother's account that he's operating in, talking to women for his brother. I mentioned to her, I got in there, I was like, he is lying. That's a lie from the pit of hell. That man is talking to other women, and he don't want you to know he think you just gonna believe whatever he says. And what I would have did, I was like, oh, this is for your brother? I was like, let me call him. I was like, oh, okay. I would have called him not on three-way. I would have personally reached out to his brother like, hey, is your brother helping you with a dating site or whatever? And if that brother says, what are you talking about? Done. Because a man or woman will lie about that. They lie about anything else. They'll cover up anything else. And for me, and I tell you the truth, my trust is in God and God alone. I don't wholeheartedly trust no human being. None. Spouse, no. He knows that. I do not trust wholeheartedly no human being, because humans are prone to error. They may all be all perfect one minute and then they do something stupid and it just ruins up everything. So that's just me. And people say, well, if you don't trust in a relationship, then you don't have nothing. Well, okay. I say I don't trust them wholeheartedly. That's what I said. I don't. I trust myself wholeheartedly, because I'm not gonna pit myself. But I don't trust wholeheartedly no human being. And even in relationships, I never trust no man wholeheartedly. Especially I know I discern you're gonna do some dirt and you do it. So it's just like, no. I mean, I dealt with betrayal in relationships. I don't think, and at times when I look back, I don't think I've been in a relationship that wasn't of any betrayal, except for one. And some men and some women are insecure. That's why they do different things. Why they just otherwise, besides that, some people do things is because they're just, just interested in being stupid. That's all. But as I mentioned, I dealt with narcissism. I know what it's about. You are not obligated to be married to a narcissist. They will make your life live in hell. As I mentioned, they come to kill, steal, and destroy. I nearly lost my life living in a relationship. In that relationship, I know when we went out to town in Indiana, he tried to choke me on the bed. In the back of my mind, well, the Lord was speaking to me then. He's like, use your legs. I used my legs, and that man went from all the way back this way to all the way over here. My legs kicked him all across the room. And I recall him chasing me in the hotel room and everything. And he was mad because I refused to have sex with him. Yeah, I'm not going to have sex with you if I know you're having sex with another woman. And you're talking to the woman on a trip that we're going on to see your parent and you're talking on the phone talking to her. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to be talking to you. I mean, he tried everything that he could to break me. The enemy sent, that man was of the devil. Of the devil. And the enemy knows you have purpose. And if you have purpose, you have a calling on your life, especially if you have like a prophetic calling on your life, apostolic calling. If you're part of that fivefold ministry, if you even linked or even got a sprinkle of it on you that God gave you, the devil gonna be coming at you. All right, he's gonna try and kill, steal, and destroy you through what your weakness would be. Mine was weakness was men, and I believe I got with him because he was nice. I didn't have no issues with like no attention, but I wanted somebody who was going to treat me right. And initially, he was, and then he wasn't. That's what it is. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, even and I'm speaking to both because I don't want to be like, oh, you just down in the men, you doing down in all. I'm down in both of them. There's some no good men, there's no good women, and no good men out there. There is both. None of them is perfect. If you find one that God has sent you, hold on to them. Life will not be easy in marriage or in courtship, because when you get married, you are assigned. Um, there's more warfare that you are assigned when you get married. So I just want to tell you about that. But that is part of my story. I've been abused, misused, mistreated, and I believe in my childhood I was molested. Was molested by one of my mother's boyfriends, and I believe, and I thank God it did not like continue on. Like, I hear people saying, oh, I was molested 10, 12, 20 years, or however it may be. I just thank God that for that. I thank God that it didn't go any further than what it did. It shouldn't have gone nowhere. But I just thank God for his grace, his mercy, his protection. But I believe that incident pretty much may have played a part in what type of man that I chose in my life. People say what they want to say, but that's what I believe. I believe with relationships I look back at, I lower my standards. None of these people I should have been with, maybe like one or two. But everybody else, one or two, including and it should have been nobody, but maybe, as I mentioned, one or two. That's it. And if you're gonna run away and in fear, yeah, we'll just bring it down to one. But hope my story blesses you, and be encouraged. Please, if you're in a narcissistic relationship, get out. The narc is not gonna change for nobody, and it has to be the lightning and the submerging of the Holy Spirit and the fire of God for somebody to do a 360-degree turnaround. Other than that, it's not happening. It's not happening. I see ladies in the group. I see men in the group. A narcissist, if you don't know the characteristics of it, them, I do want to go over some things. So narcissists, I'm just going to name the main ones. Love bombing. Saying I love you too early in relationship. Secondly, control. They like to control. They will like verbally abuse you so they could be in control so you don't leave. So you can feel bad about yourself and they want to make you feel like nobody else wants you. The next thing, as I mentioned, number 3, anything that you love, they were trying to keep away from you. That means your family, your friends, your children, even down to having a fur baby or a pet that you want to love and cuddle and enjoy. They don't want you to have nothing but them. The 4th thing, they lie. They'll say, they'll accuse you of doing something, and they're the ones they're doing it. So they're accusing you of cheating. Oh, no, they cheating. Trust me, they are cheating. They're accusing you of anything. That grandiose behavior, like they just supposed to be worshipped, like they just some type of king or queen, and to be worshiping, you supposed to be bowing down to them, and if you ain't bowing to them, you ain't worthy of their love, or this and that. Boom, that too. I'm going to finish my book. I'm going to write a book called Counterfeit Chameleon. The counterfeit comes before the real thing, in the midst of the real thing, and sometimes you have the real thing. After the real thing has already showed up, yeah, they will try and come and get you. So I want to encourage you on that. But narcissist, it's Jezebel. Jezebel, Jezzy. I know I'm going to get an attack launched to me about this video. I don't care. The word is to be told, not sold. That's why I put on my post yesterday. The word is to be told, not sold. I see a lot of people on here ministering. Oh, with your cash app, you want to sow the ministry. If somebody wants to sow in your ministry, they will do that. There's ministries I sow in. I'm not sowing every time I hear from you. I'm about to drop a seed in your. I'm not doing that. First of all, I work a 9 to 5. I do things on the side, and I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I got bills and stuff I need to tend to. Sometimes there's some things I need to do as far as helping my kids or whatever else. I don't be all about that. But as I mentioned, the game is to be sold. The game is to be sold, not told. The game. As far as the book is to be sold, and the testimony to be told. That's something different. But if you are embedded with a narcissist, whoo, if you're a single woman, you keep on sleeping with that narcissistic baby daddy, stop. I've been there and done that. We just sleep together a lot. But if you start reminiscing with that person around, I slipped up a few times, went back and, had sex a few times with him, but no, it was no often thing. Ooh, you better watch it. You better watch it. And luckily, thanks be to God, no luck. I didn't say, oh, we about to get back together and try this again. Oh, no, we're not. And there was a time where I came across my mind like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Until he decided to pick up the remote and throw it at his girlfriend at the time when she was walking away from him. That's how I knew, yeah, this is the same man that I dealt with. He done threw a knife in the door. I remember I was in the bed. No, he wanted to have sex with me. And I refused because I was having sex with somebody else. So I don't see why you want to have sex with me and you've been having sex with everybody else outside. And you're supposed to be my man. I'm supposed to be your woman. But we both having sex with other people. And so I had on this Puma shirt. I used to love Puma, and I still do. Yeah, and I had my Puma shirt, my Puma shorts, my Puma shoes. And he wanted to have sex with me. And I said no. And I said no, period. I'm going to be bothered with him. So he's like, I'm about to kill you, bitch. That's what he said. I'm about to kill you or whatever. And he had his hand over my face so I couldn't breathe. So I'm praying in my head like, Lord, deliver me out of this or whatever. And so I think I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead. And I just only said this just because so he can get away from me. So I go in the bathroom and he threw a knife into the door. Talking about, come out, BITC, come on, BITC, whatever, and just threw the knife at the door. So I believe my daughters were not at home at the time. So I made my way to the front door. I think I went to a neighbor's house, called the police. The police came. They escorted him out. They escorted him completely OUT out. And I think after that was done. I was done with it. Yeah, after the police came and everything and all that. It was just a mess. But I want to throw that in there at the end because I want to tell you, narcissists do not change. I remember years ago, he called and told me, oh, I'm with this girl. She's out here. Yeah, this is my 20s. So this is like 2008, I believe. He's like, I'm dating this girl. She's coming out early in the morning. She's getting dressed up, smelling good, coming out. I was like, oh, don't that sound like somebody I know? I was like, payback is something, ain't it? That ain't what I said. I said, payback is a bleep. And blink, 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 blink. That's what I did at the time. Said to him at the time. And it was just something. And I can't believe his battery just going down like that because of the lighting. But fast forward, I'm about to end this video, but I just want to say, God bless you all. Thank you so much for listening. I may come back on about another short story about this, but probably not. This is probably all I'm going to share. But I just want to tell you that you don't have to put up with none of that foolishness when it comes to narcissists. You ain't got to put up with it. Leave, get out, don't look back. Don't let the preachers come. Oh well, God's joined together. Let no man tear asunder. Yeah, what God has joined together, not what you have joined together. Let no man tear asunder what God has joined together. So if it's God, He ain't gonna want you to be sad. He ain't gonna want you to be hurt. He ain't gonna want you to lose everything. He ain't gonna want you to just love them, love you, love him, and not be, you have no access to your family. He's gonna want more. He's gonna want you to be happy, 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 happy. And that is pretty much the bottom line. I'm just moving around because I'm about to end the video and charge my phone. But I hope everyone has a blessed and beautiful day. Excuse my hair again. It's just terrible. I need to take this down. But I just want to share my story. But if you want to reach out, I am a certified life coach. I do specialize in narcissistic abuse. If you're one leaving, wanting to depart, or you don't know which way to go, I do have sessions. My sessions are $85 to $125. So that's my price for the time being. That price may change as far as increasing later. So if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me. But I hope you all have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.